Alright everybody, we are on the abandoned forest map today, and I had serious doubts if I was even going to be able to continue. If you look, let's see, where's it at? Oh, okay, so right up towards the top middle of the map in the green area, right above field number 3, you can see a little green dot. That's a fella buncher, and those trains are loud. Anyway, so I had a heck of a time getting that fella buncher up there, and I really debated on continuing the series, but we'll give it a go. I tell you, this snow is extremely difficult. It's hard to drive on, it's slick, and I spent probably a good hour just trying to get this road cleared out in some other areas. I kept getting my truck stuck. I had the wrong truck. I had to switch to this FDR logging truck. This truck will pull about anything, so it's good for the snow. And then after about 2 or 3 attempts, I finally got my fellow buncher out of the yard, which by the way is a terrible yard. Just don't give you any room to put anything. I got down to here, and I made the mistake of going straight. Don't go straight. There's 2 low bridges you got to watch out for, and there's one down here too, but at least there's just one of them. And I believe that this should clear the bridge. This is I think only the head on this thing has got collisions on it, so the boom should just go right through the bridge. Yeah, just right through. And then once I finally got all that done with the previous truck, I got right up here a good ways and got stuck again. So that's when I had to recruit this FDR semi truck. It does a great job. And now in some of the previous, well not previous, but some of the video reviews I've seen of this map, they always talk about this bridge right here. But if you have the FDR logging truck, you shouldn't have a problem. See, I'm just going right across it. I think it's the other vehicles that are having some collision issues. This FDR truck is pretty high off the ground. It doesn't have this kind of issues. Now, like I said, I'm not going to be doing a full review of this map, but let's just stop right here for a second and let's look around. So, when you look at where we're at on the map, you would think on most maps all this gray area is nothing but trees, but really the only trees is where the green is, which that kind of sucks. But I guess this wasn't really meant to be a pure logging map. You can see all this is just nothing but mountains and river and other stuff. So there's not if you're looking for a real strong forestry map, this isn't it. It's a cool map though. It's pretty cool. The thought of it's pretty neat. I wish the design was a bit better, but what can you do? So we'll just head on across this ice, and this is normally a river, I guess, but maybe a lake with the river going through it. But since the seasons is enabled and it's well spring, but I mean it's still frozen, you can drive across it. But this one tricky spot right up here we got to worry about. Hopefully we'll handle that a bit better than we did last time. I got really frustrated last time because you got to make a pretty sharp turn, and although I made it through the turn, it's very hard on this map with all the snow to number one even see the road. And I don't know, I just about didn't make this video. So here's the turn I'm talking about. You really gotta cut it in there sharp. In fact, I'm gonna jackknife this thing just a little bit or almost jackknife it just to get it in here. In fact, I may have to make another run at it. This truck's got a lot of power though, and you should just be able to power through it, just like that. In fact, this truck is pretty overpowered, and it's got just a ton of. So did I go the wrong way? I think I may have went the wrong way. I mean, look. See if I see any tire tracks over this way. No, I guess not. Yeah, I mean, the other thing about this is you really got a challenge just to get to the logging area. Because there's no. Once you let me back up again and show you this. So if you look where the train depot is, if you take a right and follow those roads, those are all blacktop roads, right, until you get on around the lake. But once you get to the we'll call it a lake. Once you get to the northern side of that and start coming back down the west side, it all turns to path, and so you got to follow these paths. And it's a bit of a challenge, I tell you. And when you add the snow, it just adds about 10 times more difficulty. And you know, the thing that I guess I don't care for is there's not a lot of trees. There are, but you would think with an abandoned forest that hasn't been cut in a while there'd be a whole bunch more trees, but oh well. We'll get set up and see if we can't do something. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna make this an ongoing series or not. I'm just not really sure at this point. Let's see how it goes, I guess. And let's get our truck hooked back up and get it out of the way, because I'm probably just going to start cutting a bit, and I'll get my skidder over here and kind of see if we can't define us a landing. I had to pull out the big guns, but I think even the big gun got stuck. Let me see if I can still move. Well, I guess I can. Yeah, that thing right there has got some power. And my little case over here just wasn't cutting it. And this DOT truck, I was doing pretty good with it, but like I said, I've never really messed with the snow all that much, so I wasn't really sure what works the best. But now this tractor here, this skidder, it's got some power, so we should just be able to drive it over there. It'll take a bit, but we'll get there. This time we should be able to go straight. You'll see what I'm talking about. See, this bridge got me right here, plus all the traffic started backing up and everybody got stuck, so I had to reset everything. And on this map right here, the traffic really moves. I mean, it's going fast. Uh-oh. Took a wrong turn at Albuquerque somewhere. If I can just drive up here. Snow is kind of slippery too. Oh no, I high centered it. Wow. Yeah, see what I mean? This snow is just, oh golly, it's so terrible. I thought it'd be fun to play in the snow, but no, it's not. Come on. Oh well. Okay, looks like we're resetting that. Golly. I can't even get started on this map. And see, here's where everything starts off at. I mean, look at this. You've got, you know, from about here to this building, and then it goes down there a little ways, but I mean, it's just no room in here to do anything. Oops. Come on. Ah! There we go. Maybe I need to put some chains on. Yeah, this might be a fun map to play on if we can ever get started. But if you're unfamiliar with the snow like I am, one thing I did discover is you can compact the snow. See if I can get a good view here. Yeah, this may not be the best place, but anyway, whenever you drive over the snow a few times, it compacts, and then it's easier to drive over the next time. I don't know if I can really show that. You can kind of see where I drove over right there on the right hand side, kind of compacted. Yeah, so we will attempt a few videos on this map. I don't know if I'm going to make this into a continuing series or not. Like I said, I think the concept of the map is pretty good. The design's got a few flaws here or there. Oops. Alright, come on now. This thing's got a lot of power, but it's got not much traction. Rock there. Whoa! Just about busted it. This bridge is goofy. Should have used a different bridge. When you combine with this tractor not having very good traction, you got a recipe for disaster just about. It'd be funny if our skidder fell in the lake. Yeah, maybe I should turn seasons off. I don't know. I didn't know it was going to be this difficult. gosh, I hope this skidder will make it across that little bridge. Think about that. It's a pretty wide machine. We may be finding another way around that thing. Guess we'll find out shortly. If we even make it there. Moment of truth. Just barely. Look at that. When we get the skidder back around here to where our other equipment is, we'll go ahead and get started cutting some trees and just see what happens. This skidder just does not want to go over anything. Well, here's a good example of compacting the snow. You see the tracks my skidder's leaving, and when I go back over it, it should be easier to drive on. I think probably more you drive over it, the easier it becomes to drive on. Probably the way it works. I don't know if it's multiple compaction levels or just one, but anyway, it is what it is there. Alright, let's get a few trees cut, and we'll try to figure out a good place for our landing. There's a lot of bushes on this map too, so I have to deal with all the bushes. I wish there was a way to somehow get rid of all the bushes, like either cut them down or run them over or something. That'd be kind of neat. Let go. Well, I hope I'm not leaving really big tall stumps. I didn't think about cutting down through the snow. Well, I took the subscriber count off there a minute. Let me get it back up here. Okay, so here's our subscriber goal. We got to get to 1,000 so I can get my videos monetized on YouTube again. I'd like to get there. And we're about a third of the way there. We're at 333, so that's nearly, well, I guess right at a third. If we had a third of a person would subscribe. Yeah, we're almost there, and y'all are doing so good. I've really been impressed here lately with all the subscriptions, and do appreciate that. And we'd really like to get to 1,000 as soon as possible. I'm so close to getting paid on YouTube. It's not even funny. I think I'm at, well, last time I looked, I think I was about 70, 75, $76, something like that. And you got to get to 100 before YouTube will even pay you. And so I've been doing this now for, I guess, a couple of years. I started in, let's see, about June or July of 2015, I guess, about 2.5 years or so. You know, I have not got paid yet. I ain't got a single dime off of all this. So, looking forward to, you know, getting a little bit back from it. And I also want to remind everybody of the, if you check the video description below, you'll see the Patreon page I've got, and the one-time donation, if you'd like, for PayPal. And that's just to help support the channel. Now, the deal with Patreon is once I reach, I believe it's 20 members, that's my goal. Once I reach 20 members, I'm going to start doing some very nice giveaways. We'll do copies of the games, Farming Simulator, American Truck Simulator, you know, whatever. And probably what I'll end up doing is doing a poll of whoever's the winner and see what game you want, if that's what I'm doing that month. It could be dual joysticks. I could give away foot pedals. I could do maybe one of those farm sim console, you know, steering wheel and console things. It could be a nice video game monitor. I mean, I don't know, sky's the limit. It just depends on you know, how much money is available and how many Patreon members and that sort of thing. And so that's an option, or a couple options there for supporting the channel. And then the biggest thing you can do, though, is hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because we'll be doing a lot of Farming Simulator forestry videos. And I'm branching off into some farming stuff, which I don't really have a lot of experience with, but it'd be fun. It's been kind of fun to learn. The seasons mod kind of threw me for a loop there at first, but got that figured out, and that's going along pretty nice. Let's see, can we cut this little small tree? I think we can. But, oops, yep. Yeah, this small one's a cut too. That's good. Good to know. I don't like dealing with those small ones, but anyway, we can cut them. And the last thing I want to mention is the map I'm working on. I've been kind of teasing everybody a bit with updates on the map. I put out some screenshots over on my Facebook page. You can go check those out at NLA Gaming. We'll have the links in the description below, but you can go check out the screenshots I put up of the map. It's going to be a map based off of a real-world location, which is not far from me, where I live in North Louisiana, which is what NLA stands for, if you're curious. But just south of where I live is a big sawmill, and I kind of modeled it after that. Now, I basically just modeled the highway and kind of around the sawmill area, and then everything kind of east and west of, or like, yeah, I guess it would be east and west of the highway. I kind of took some liberty with that, but it's pretty neat. Like I said, it's my first map, so I'm not really sure what to expect. You know, with running into different mods and stuff like that. I'll try to test it out as much as I can before I release it, but as of right now, everything seems to be working pretty good. I've just got to script in the wood chipper, and I've got to work on some lights that I want to come on at night, and I haven't quite got that figured out yet, but I'm getting close. And I will update you probably with a video review of the map once I get it finished and it's ready for release, but that we're still looking at probably at least a couple weeks out. I'm going to try to get it done by the end of the month, but I'm not sure. I'm putting a lot of detail into it. There's a lot of roads, a lot of forest roads. There's some detail in the town with, you know, like power poles and decorations around houses, things like that. That just takes time to place, plus all the terrain editing, and oh, it's just a lot of work. But hopefully it'll be worth it when we get finished. Why my head keeps turning. Not hitting anything, I don't think. Well, what do y'all think about Toys R Us closing? Hung up. I can't really say that I was just a huge Toys R Us fan, but I mean, I went in there every once in a while when I was a kid and was able to buy some things. Or, well, parents bought me some things. But I guess really what affected me more about that time frame, or a little after, was the KB Toys closing. If you remember, if were around when KB Toys was around, they were mostly in malls, in the toy stores in the malls. I mean, my parents and I would take us over to a mall not far from where we live, and that was always one of the highlights, was to go in KB Toys, look around, or buy a new G.I. Joe or some Lego or something, But from what I hear, though, and this is just suspicious, well, not suspicious, but this is rumors at the time, is that the same company that bought out KB Toys also bought Toys R Us. And so I was reading something just this morning where there was some rumors possibly that they may be bringing back KB Toys. So we'll see if that comes true or not. Let's see. So I got a pretty good little area here cleared out. I want to stay away from these rocks, and I'd like to get rid of these bushes, but I don't think that's going to be possible. So I guess about our only option is either right in front of here, or maybe on the other side of the road. And I still got problems with the joystick. It's not wanting to stay put or stay centered. I'm going to move this a little ways out of the way. We'll see what happens. Let's see, what did it... Okay, it's good, 5 meters, okay. Yeah, so the log truck that I like to use has a 5 meter length in there. Oh, I guess I didn't enable the manual cut. Oh well. Have to do that. There's a manual cut mod that allows you to cut it when you want to instead of the machine automatically cutting it off. Alright, now let's go find our skidder and see if we can't get some of these trees drug up to the processor. Some of them aren't far away, but it's just nice to pull them in close when you see them. I'm not going to worry with these small ones. Get a couple of them. Let's see, I wonder. I'm gonna come at them straight. Come out here a ways and kind of swing around. Well, I tell you, if you hit a rock, you're just done with a skidder. That's what I was afraid I was going to get caught on something back there. That's good. Wow. Well, I'm just not having much luck today, folks. I have no chainsaw. This map is a bit of a challenge. I'm not going to worry with going around the other side of the processor this time. I'm just going to pull it up right here. Yeah, I don't think this skidder comes with chains. I don't remember seeing that in the options. Let's look. Of course, I don't know if Yeah, I see nothing available for that. I don't really know if chains would make a huge difference or not. I don't know. If anybody knows, let me know, but I don't think it would. Unless there was some kind of a grip deal that, you know, when you added the chains, it automatically adjusted the grip of the machine. I don't know. Now I'll just come at it from this direction with this one. You can actually see better this way. Yeah, I don't really like this auto cut. I meant to get that manual cut back in there. Forgot to add that. Okay, well, we got a few logs cut. I still got a few more to drag up, but what I want to do right now is let's go ahead and we got to get us a grapple loader up here. So let's go ahead and get that purchased. And I'm gonna have to probably sell some stuff. In fact, I might as well. I'll tell you what. Let's just look at this. They give you a bunch of stuff on this map. A bunch of this stuff I'm not going to even use, and if I do, I'll probably go with the mods. I'm gonna sell off a bunch of this stuff. All this farming equipment, pallet forks, and that sort of thing. There's no reason to have all that. I'm not going to be doing farming on this map, and there's not a sawmill that makes pallets or anything, or lumber, so I don't need all this stuff. Just sell it off. And that'll give us some money to do something with. Don't need the truck either. Don't need that. That's just for water or whatever. And I guess the rest of we're back to here. Alright, let's go shopping. So let's see. I'm going to need this grapple loader. In fact, tell you what, I was going to try something different. I've got this Caterpillar 325 set that I downloaded from somewhere. In fact, I think I saw it on Farming Simulator Loggers on Facebook, and that's a good place to go, by the way, if you're looking for mods. Like most of these mods that I see or that I'm using, I found on, or a good many of them I found on Farming Simulator Loggers Facebook group, so you can get them there. But let's try out this. It says case, but it's the Caterpillar 325 dangle loader. Let's get that a shot. See if that works. And we're going to need a log trailer, but I'm going to go with these. Let's see, this one is the front. And we'll go with the headache rack on the front, but I'm not going to go with the headache rack on the back. I don't even know if I'm going to have room for all this equipment. We'll see if it'll let us. We'll go standard on this one. Oh, it did, okay. And let's see. Whoops. Let's go with another truck. You know, the FDR stuff does pretty good in the snow and all that, so let's stick with that. Well, I knew we were getting close on some of the storage. So here's the Caterpillar 325 dangle grapple loader. We'll give that a try. I don't know. I may end up having to go back to the FDR loader. I don't know, but we'll try it. No rear lights. That sucks. And I'm going to drive this down a ways so we don't have to worry about getting our truck all the way back in here. This thing's kind of fast. I better keep going all the way to the road. I'd hate to come all this way and then get my grapple loader stuck down there somewhere. Plus we got the traffic turned off, so I don't have to worry about that. Alright, let's see if we can get our truck down the hill again and back around. Yeah, the pretty cool thing about this map is these trains are so long. This is how they should be in the game, not in some map mod. I don't know why they were thinking the train cars hopping over that. In the original, you know, like Goldcrest Valley and Sosnovica or whatever the heck it's called, the trains are just a few cars long, and this is how it should be. I don't know why they made the cars or the trains so short in the stock games. Wow, I got a... How long is this train? This is kind of funny how the train cars are hopping over this thing. There must be some kind of a mistake in the train tracks. Okay, the end is in sight. Good grief, that's a long train. Oh. Sit here for half the video waiting on the train to go by. Well, my recommendation so far is if you are wanting to start this map, I would recommend not starting it with snow on the ground. it's not fun. Once again, I did not go the correct way. I better try this, but I'm going to anyway. I'm trying to do a little shortcut down here to the frozen lake. We just came this way, but I'm going to try to see if there's a way to get down here. Maybe I'll just ramp it. Yeah. That almost worked. Maybe I can go down this side. Let's see. No tree there. Yeah, that might work if the tree's not there. I guess next time I'm just going to come back the way I came instead of trying to go the long way around. See if I can get turned around. Let's see if we can find us a place to turn around. I hope we don't have to go too far. I may end up having to go all the way down to the gas station. So I don't dare get off the road too much. I guess that's alright. I haven't been down here yet. We can see what's down here. Of course, there's nothing but a gas station and I think some chickens. Whoa! Alright, we got hung on something. What happened there? We got hung up on something invisible. Wow. They must not have pieced the road together too good at that little spot right there. Yeah, see, this is the interstate highway, and you got the off-ramps and on-ramps and stuff, and then down here's the gas station. Now, this is where I thought everything was going to spawn, but it doesn't. I'll have to rethink how I'm loading this equipment too. So I really need to pull in there, turn around, then load everything going the other way. Yep, this video right here almost didn't happen. Oh, I didn't know it was going to be this difficult with all the snow. If I'd known that, I would have turned the snow off somehow or not enabled the seasons or something. See, normally you would keep going around that road right there, and I wonder, let's see, that, well, yeah, that goes around to there, then you gotta go across the bridge, and then back across another bridge, and I guess it probably does save some time to go just cut across the frozen lake. I was thinking that that road went around, but I forgot it goes to the other side of this lake or whatever, and then it just turns into a path. Well, we're coming up short on time today. Let me go ahead and end the video here. But we had a pretty good challenge just getting our equipment across the map with all this snow and stuff, and I think we just about got there. When we come back next time, we'll have everything set up and ready to go. We've got some trees already processed, and then we'll get this grapple loader put in place, and we'll get us a log truck and trailer on the way over here, and we'll be ready to go. I think that's about all the equipment we need, except for if we want to set up some kind of a chipping operation or something. We'll have to get all that later. But anyway, sorry for the kind of sporadic video, I guess. I kind of started and stopped a few times. Wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to do this map, but it's definitely a challenge, that is for sure. But anyway, I think we just about got it now. But do appreciate you watching, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And we get this pulled up. There we go. So we're still at 333 subscribers. We're a third of the way there. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video and want to see more of this abandoned forest map. It's a quite challenging map. But anyway, until then, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. This is Jonathan on the Abandoned Forest.